Welcome to Come Back with Erica Cobb, a community of folks like yourselves who are getting ready and staying ready for their next chapter. Now, one person who I know is always ready for his next chapter, not only as an activist, as a man who leads by example, but also happens to be a two-time NBA All-Star along with other accolades, my friend Loul Deng. Welcome to Come Back with Erica Cobb.
Thanks, Erica. Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate your time because, first of all, it's crazy to think that we met almost 15 years ago when you were playing for the Chicago Bulls and I was playing on the Chicago radio airwaves. And here we are all grown up and we're in the middle of this movement, but it made me think of you about everything that's happened since, because some people feel like we should get back to sports and have escapism, while other people feel that we should absolutely pause down and talk about something that matters, which is Black Lives Matter. So I want to get your thoughts on that based on your background.
I don't think as athletes we just go out of our way and speak about things that concern our communities or concern just, what's going on in life for no reason. If you look back in history, why Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali. It's because he was speaking up for what's not right and what he thought that people should, look at, using his platform for people to look at that. And I think for athletes, we're put in a platform where, we ask a lot more than just basketball or whatever sports you play. I think at times, we're role models. So people want to see how we behave. People want to see what we do. People want to see, what are we into? Until they don't like what we say, then that's when it becomes a problem. But I think, when you have the platform, I think it's wise to use your platform to speak up for others that don't have that opportunity.
Well, let's talk about until they don't like what you say, because there's a very famous quote, "Shut up and dribble," by a woman who we don't even need to name. But it really spoke to the idea that some people feel like athletes should just be a master of their craft on the field or on the court. And you have never been an athlete to just shut up and dribble.
Yeah, I've been very blessed and to have the opportunity to actually play the game of basketball. Like you said, there's so many other things that growing up we were worried about, my family and where I come from in our country, that, exceeds the game of basketball. But I saw the game as an opportunity to really show what I could do and use it as a tool to help others. I think, we come from, most of the athletes, we come from communities that need a lot of help. And most of the time, those are communities that are being ignored. When we speak about South Sudan, we've been through, conflicts and war that had nothing to do with the people. It was always, government disagreeing, and you could go back and forth. It ended up in our country, Sudan splitting into two, which now we have Sudan and South Sudan, which people have nothing to do with it, but because of the government acts. And you could say the same thing when you speak about the U.S. There's a lot of, areas and neighborhoods that there's so many rules that have been put in place that kept those communities, not allowing them to grow the way other communities have been growing. So when athletes come from those communities, we've become more than, sports. We've become more than a game. We're the hope from that community. You're holding us back in everything else. So the few of us that do make it because of our talent, we want to take that opportunity to speak up and set things up for others behind us to get a better opportunity and a better platform. When you speak about Loul Deng, or if you say LeBron James or any other athletes, there's so many successful stories, but we look at the ones that actually succeeded everything else. We look at Loul Deng, there's a lot of South Sudanese individuals that have been successful, but I have a platform that they don't have because of the attention that my sports get, or because of, the opportunities that I've been given. So it's up to me to speak beyond just being an athlete. And, when I do open my mouth, it's because something is wrong, and it's because I'm trying to set up an opportunity for others. And I think that's where athletes come from when we don't shut up and just dribble.
Come back, kids. Make sure to follow Loul if you aren't already. Dangerous. What is that? He is a leader. Of course, he is a very praised and beloved athlete as well, but just spending a little bit of time with us today talking about his thoughts on the world and what he's doing in order to make this world a better place with all of you who are trying to do your part. So I hope that you found some encouragement today, and thank you for coming back with Erica Cobb. Check us out on comeback.tv.